Welcome.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Yes, welcome to our gathering here of the Sisters of the Rose as we continue building the energy. I'm Anümani Santos, and I'm here with my soul sister,
Pamela Jane Durand, and it is a joy and a delight to be with you this evening, September 28th. As the winds they do blow, we have come together tonight to bring in this beautiful grounded energy of the divine feminine and speak into the heart of serenity, the grounded grace of the Divine Mother, and whatever else arises between us tonight.
Yes, and we're just going to go with whatever flow comes through that wants to express.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'd like to start by just sending prayers and love to all the people who are experiencing different earthly encounters with the weather, and just showering everyone in love and grace that they may be protected and held and kept safe as they weather the storms that are passing through.
Yes. We certainly had that on the weekend with Fiona in Eastern Canada. Many friends and family members, and well, we are all family that felt the brunt of that storm and are still reeling from it, power still out, still digging out. And I know that Ian is making landfall in Florida as we speak. I have beloved friends there as well. You may as well, Anümani. We
Yes.
are one family. And we come together this evening to really ground in this energy of divine protection, breathing into the heart of anyone that's feeling the anxiety, feeling unsettled by all of this weather, and knowing that whatever is arising, that we are held, and wishing safety and protection for all.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we take our deep breaths, we invite you, if you're listening now or later, to take a couple of deep breaths with us, and feel free to sound on your end, and just as you breathe out, just exhaling any energies that need to be sounded. Listening.
I'm guided to bring in my Shruti box, Anümani. And if we could begin by chanting together. I'm hearing Om Namah Shivaya. We celebrate the dance of life, and it's also the mantra of protection from Lord Shiva. And we weave that with Om Shanti Om, the divine dynamic prayer for peace. So as you are gathering with us now, if you feel guided to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, allowing the belly to soften and expand. And if you wish to just listen and receive, or sing and chant wherever you are, we invite the energy of your heart to weave with our hearts. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti.
Estatua Shanti Tua Sinate Om Shanti Om Netare Salatero Neare Uanta Setuarana Neharata Saronati O Satin Tarenase, anchoring all through time and space, peace and blessings and love.
Breathing into the heart of all that is, heart to heart, gathering the energy of this benevolent energy that no matter how the winds blow, the storms rail, we can close our eyes and together come into this presence of creating stability and the calm within the storm. And for those of us who may not be living on these coasts and are feeling this energy, there's a beautiful Tonglen Buddhist practice of literally breathing in the suffering of others and breathing out the breath of light, the breath of protection, the breath of God, Goddess, whatever name you use for all that is, source energy. So we breathe into this calm strengthening, creating a pillar of light, each one of us, becoming the strength, the grace, the place of sanctuary. And breathing into this space that for anyone in the world who tonight or wherever you're receiving this, whatever time of day, if you are feeling a wobble within you that is not related even to the weather per se, but whatever wobble you may be feeling, draw on the strength that is being generated here now between my beloved sister Anümani and myself as we gather the energy of the rose, which is the energy of the Christed family, the energy of the Magdalene sisters.
Beautiful. And we call in those sisters of the Rose, Magdalenes, the Marys, Yeshua, and all the Christed beings that are with us, surrounding us. And just imagine that there are circles of beings around you, wherever you may be. And bringing your focus into your heart and just imagining that a beautiful rose is opening in your heart. Each petal reaching out and expanding. And the spirals of love flowing through each of those petals into the center of your heart and radiating out into your bodies, into all of your organs, all of your energy centers. And just with intention, radiating that love through that rose to the world, into your body, into your surroundings, your home, wherever you may be, sending it to your family members, your friends, your colleagues, your brothers and sisters in the collective, to all the beings of light that are here in sacred, holy communion together as we unite heart to heart and allow this rose energy to flow through ourselves, awakening and remembering that this is our true essence, this divine love. And that as we gather here today, we are continuing to build up this energy for this retreat that will be taking place in Ontario, Canada, October 28th to the 30th. And we are so grateful to all the many beings that are anchoring us here today and preparing the sacred ground for those sisters who will join us.
Beautiful, beautiful Anümani. Yes, merging the human with divine. And I've been feeling this week this knowing that we are letting go of so many parts of us, so much conditioning from the past, so many voices that would speak to lack or limitation or the distractions, and this greater music, this stronger frequency that's calling us into just not playing small anymore, to allowing ourselves to really expand and enlarge and say yes to that which is calling us. I can really feel that in the field this week. I don't know, are you feeling it too?
Yes, and definitely in alignment with how I've been feeling and where I'm being called to that same place of letting go of the shackles. And part of the reminder for me today was we have a choice. And sometimes the conditioning makes us believe, or I should say the human part, the ego part, believes it doesn't have a choice, but we do have a choice to free ourselves from the old conditioning and paradigms. And not that it's always easy, but, you know, the more we deepen into the heart and bring that love forward to really honor the parts of us, those younger versions of ourselves that want to feel that divine mother energy, to be held, to be seen and heard and loved.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it possible, right, with this kind of support
Mm-hmm.
of being in community and supporting each other to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so much so. And the call to gather, you and I, when we came together, we were just so lit up. This passion that we share through what we've experienced on our life journey, and all the times that we have been, on our knees, stripped bare, the challenges, the times that really grow our light, or the times that we spend in the dark. And, it really is so beautiful that the passion that we have is what this retreat is all about. Inviting women to live their soul's truth, to live their dreams, to bypass any of the voices that have either, shut down or diminished those dreams, those visions, those passions that really give you energy and light us up. We have to balance so many roles, but there really is something sacred about stepping away from our daily round, whatever that may be, with work and families. And so the invitation to come together for 3 days and really stretch out, in a retreat experience like this, it's such a yes to our hearts and to our voices and to what is arising in us that wants to be shared at this time, whatever our unique stories, our gifts and talents, our passions, our why in this life, right? So we're really inviting whoever it is that who has their name on these last 4 spots. So at this point, there are only 4 by putting up 2 hands. I should only put up 1. That's 8. I can count. There are 4 spots left for the retreat. So we have been coming on weekly to give this energetic invitation, because you and I work with energy, and anybody who's coming to this call either live right now or on the replay, we know that you are guided by the ineffable energies of the divine, that just that little tap on the shoulder or the crown chakra that just say, this sounds interesting. This sounds nourishing. This sounds juicy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to add to what you were saying before. There is this calling of the feminine to rise. Mm-hmm. And this gathering is to help us rise together, mm-hmm. and giving you the opportunity to reclaim the parts of you that want to come home, mm-hmm. that want to support you and express through you, reclaiming our voices in the world, mm-hmm. our ability to see the way we have seen before. Many of us have been high priestesses and medicine women and healers.
Indeed. Yes.
And using the voice to sound and to song and to bring alchemy, and also to reclaim our power, our divinity, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. and to not shrink back anymore, mm-hmm. and fully radiate our light.
I just sat up straighter when you said that. My shoulders went back. Right? Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. And I'm sure you've heard this beautiful story of the woman who goes to the shaman depressed, exhausted, drained, just none of the spark that she used to have in her life. And the shaman says, "Dear one, when was it that you stopped telling the stories? When did you stop singing and dancing and following the thread of the magical? And I love that story because, of course, we've all been through, 2 years of our lives coming down to a very small box. For most of us, we're starting to open up this year, and it feels so good because when we have stopped dancing and communing and singing and sounding and coming together and sharing our voices and doing all the things that children naturally do because it gives them energy and it lights them up and it's their natural expression. So coming together in this way, these are the virtues of the divine feminine, to listen deeply. A very beautiful friend this week said, to listen is to love.
Beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So we'll be listening deeply to each other. And as of this week, we have an announcement, another beautiful piece to our buffet of delights at the retreat. My beautiful friend Jody Bean is going to be coming to the retreat to lead us in an offering called Goddess Moves Me. So Jody is a beautiful yoga teacher. She's an amazing sacred activist and goddess. So she's going to be leading a session with she's curated a beautiful playlist moving through the chakras. So this will be amazing because we'll be able to get our bodies moving, our hips moving, and it's just so lovely to have that energy of movement as well.
Yes, and who knows who may show up in your body to help you
Right.
with that movement.
Right.
Like Isis herself and all
Right.
these other goddesses that are going to be with us.
Right.
So looking forward to that. Movement is something that many have lost. It was part of devotion. Back in the earlier civilizations, it was part of the practices and of really connecting with the life force of the body and connecting with the earth and connecting with the Shakti energy. So I'm really looking forward to that part of the retreat.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautifully said.
Would you like to share? I think you had was it a poem you were going to share,
I
Pamela?
do. On that very note, what you were just speaking to, that the coming together, we've spoken about this the past few times we've gotten together on Anümani, that Shakti, that energy of the Kundalini life force that rises when we take the time, or perhaps, in the absence of time, whether we are meditating or moving our body or sounding, that we begin to join with the divine life force and it begins to generate this expanded energy within us. So we ourselves become a greater transmitter of this light and this life force when we are dancing and sounding and singing. And when we come together and we're doing it in a shared experience, we just amp each other up. Becomes group. The group amplifies.
Yes.
And you said, together we rise. And we called this the Sisters of the Rose Retreat, but I think we could have called it Together We Rise.
Yes.
So a few years ago on International Women's Day, March 8th, I wrote this poem. I've always been really moved by the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. In fact, when I belonged to a meditation group years ago, we meditated every Sunday night for 7 years. This was my initiation into my own true spiritual path. And the teacher that we followed suggested, I wouldn't say required it of us, but he suggested that we memorize the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. And then we would meditate on that and other sacred texts. But a few years ago, it came to me, this it was an avalanche of divine feminine energy, and I put pen to paper, and it is my version of that prayer called the Womanifesto. Easy for me to say. I haven't said it in a few years. Mother of all, make me an instrument of your glory. Use me in the highest service of the new story. In a world of plenty, let no bellies be empty. Where babies hunger and cry with thirst, let us put their famine first. Where the depths of despair and doubt prevail, may the compassion of women lift the veil. Where there is slavery, let there be freedom. Where my sister in her darkness cries for light, let me be one. Where there is separation, solidarity. Where there is doubt, clarity. Where there is hatred, harmony. Where there is racism, a resurrection. Where there is violence, a place of protection. Where there is lack, the truth of all sufficiency. Where we walk alone, may we feel no threat of danger. Where we feel abandoned, may we hear the song of angels. Mother of all, you have placed within our womb, in all sisters, a sacred intention that in thought, word, and deed, we will become the ascension. Mother of all, we will rise, we will sing. We are the instruments of your glory. We are living the new story. Upon the holy winds of change we blow. We are the Womanifesto.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that is a
Anchoring
charge.
that energy. Yes, absolutely. That's beautiful.
Thank you, Anümani, my sister.
Thank you. So we have a couple of days left for the early bird. It ends this Friday. So if the energy you're feeling, if you're getting tapped on your shoulder, goosebumps on your crown, energy moving through your body, your soul trying to get your attention and saying, yes, this is for you, then you can click on the link below this video to find out more information. We're looking forward to gathering with all of you. And as we gather, we will be radiating that energy to all.
Yes, yes. And it is a beautiful space where we will be gathering at Water's Edge Estate. So much beauty and the energy of the space with the lake. We are going to be right on the water's edge. And I know the goddesses are already waiting for us there. And our retreat host, Shika, is going to send some sample menus, and the food is going to be absolutely exquisite, delicious, high vibe food to nourish us all weekend. So it's really going to be a rich, wonderful, joyful, rejuvenating experience. You should come.
Yes.
Whoever you are.
Yes. As your soul calls you forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you for gathering with us, and hopefully we will see you there. And for those who can't make it live, right, we are holding that energy of the rose for all and sending it into the collective as we rise together.
Yes, we will be creating I'm thinking of the Taurus energy. It's going to be like a rose Taurus showering out. So anybody in the Georgian Bay, Blue Mountains area, well, they'll be feeling it for sure. But we are going to send this around the world, sister, right?
Yes, we
It's
are.
time.
It's time.
Love is all. Love is who we are. Love is our mission. Love is the answer. Love is the medicine. And this is going to be an immersive experience and expanding into the love that we are.
Yes, love is the alchemy.
It
And
is.
we will be creating lots of that together.
We will.
So we send lots of love and blessings to you all. And you will
Yes.
probably see us again soon.
Yes. Thank you, Anümani, my beloved sister.
Thank you, my
Love
dear
and blessings
sister.
to everyone. Yes.